Hello there, YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man. Today, going to talk to you about probiotic enemas here, probiotic drinks and enemas. Specifically, I want to talk about the health of the intestines and how it relates to the health of the skin. All right. So far, I've been doing liver flushes for many years, and I've done over 130. And basically, I really didn't understand the importance at that time in my cleansing thing, the importance of probiotic enemas after doing a series of liver flushes or even one liver flush, because the acidicness of the coffee enema, which I highly recommend in the liver flushes, do the coffee enema. I've gotten liver and gallstones out, the same green stones, with just the coffee enema. Typically that will be after doing the master cleanse, the fasting drink, the master cleanse for 2 or 3 days, and then doing coffee enemas, I get the stones out. So but I want to talk about the skin and the connection to probiotics. Alright, these are considered, these 3 probiotic drinks are some of the top, say within the top 10, but probably the top 5 probiotic drinks. Probiotics are beneficial, friendly bacteria for the intestines, where over 80% of the immune system is located. So this also fights Candida, which is the unfriendly bacteria. Candida overgrowth can lead to acidic intestines. It can lead to colon cancer, autoimmune disorders. Basically, the health of the intestinal tract allows for the absorption of vitamins and nutrients and minerals, antioxidants, enzymes into the intestines, which permeates all your organs and your cells of your body, and finally reaches your skin. The health of a person's skin will typically say a lot about the health of their insides. Not always, but in general, the health of the skin is very connected to the health of the body. So here we go. The Rejuvelac. This is the green kombucha Rejuvelac. There's other Rejuvelacs you can make, such as the wheat berry Rejuvelac, which is really popular. That is by sprouting the wheatgrass berries, which you make the wheatgrass, I'm going to make wheatgrass shots. You sprout the berries, you sprout them for 3 days, water them twice a day, once in the morning, at night. Then you add them to filtered charged water in a glass mason jar like this. You put a filter over the top, a coffee filter, a cheesecloth, or just a regular dishcloth, and then rubber band it so no fruit flies get in, or no bacteria, mold, or anything like that. But the green cabbage Rejuvelac is easy to make. I'll actually, on the top right of the screen right now, flash the 2 recipes I made YouTube videos on how to make the green cabbage Rejuvelac. It's the easiest and quickest because there's no sprouting involved. I'll give you the quick lowdown. You basically cut up some green cabbage or red cabbage, whatever one you want, or both, and you add that to filtered charged water, put the lid on the coffee filter and rubber band, and let it ferment for anywhere from 4 to 12 days. I mean, depending on how strong you want it, you can go further. A little tip on that, though, is that sometimes you'll get mold at the top where the air meets the green cabbage. So if you stir it every day, or you can put something inside so that everything is below the surface. But if you do get mold, I've been told that as well, you can just carefully get the mold off the top, and it'll still be very good. But typically you don't want to be dealing with mold and stuff, so highly recommended to either ferment it for not as long, because the longer you ferment it, the greater the chance of the mold getting in there. But basically it's because it sits on the top and the air oxidizes it and the mold can grow. This is the kombucha mushroom. Alright, this kombucha mushroom is a probiotic drink as well. probiotic drinks are basically also like natural antibiotics, because the probiotic is the friendly beneficial bacteria that really promotes the health of the intestinal tract, like I talked about. So that also is like a natural antibiotic, because the intestines is where the antibodies are produced in the body naturally from the body. So these fermented friendly bacteria probiotic drinks support the immune system, and which also keeps disease away, cancer, because Candida is the unfriendly bacteria, which is a yeasty, feeds off of an acidic intestines, feeds off of sugar. So basically this kombucha mushroom is the opposite of Candida. This is going to create the friendly beneficial bacteria. See, these probiotic drinks, like I'm saying, the health of the intestinal tract and that friendly flora is really going to show in your skin. So although I've done a lot of liver flushes, I wasn't doing these probiotic enemas, or at least drinking these fermented drinks, the kombucha mushroom and the Rejuvelac. If you want to learn how to make the kombucha mushroom, I have a video on how to make the kombucha mushroom from scratch. That'll be on the top right of the video here. I'll give you a quick lowdown. Basically, you go to the health food store, you buy the kombucha in a bottle. There's no mushroom in it, it's just the kombucha. You add it to these big pickle jars like that, so it'll be about there, and then put the coffee filter and rubber band, and you let it sit for about a month, and then the mushroom will grow on the surface, and it'll get bigger and bigger. It grows little pancakes, and I actually got into also dehydrating these mushrooms. I take off the little, each little pancake of mushroom, the little babies that grow, put them in the dehydrator, and make kombucha chips. Alright, it's awesome. I'll be having another video on that, making the kombucha chips. And then the #1 probiotic drink of all time here is your own body's urine, fermented urine. If you can see this, this has been fermenting for about 6 months, and so the way it works for me to do this is, what I do is I put this in a jar, put the coffee filter over top and the rubber band, I pee into the container, mason jar, and then I let it sit for I like about 16 to 20 days, and then I put the lid on top like this, and I don't let, so there's no air exchange. It might be good to have a little bit of air exchange. You could drill a hole and put in a sponge. I'm going to experiment with that more, but what I found is that when you close it off like this, no mold will get in, and it continues to age in there. And if you see at the very bottom right here, there's a white cream down here, and that cream is some of the best cream, cosmetic cream in the world right there. It's got the urea in there, fermented vitamins and nutrients. This is amazing for your skin to apply to your skin. Before going to bed, put some on your hand and wipe it all over your face. As well, this Rejuvelac, all the Rejuvelacs, wheat berry, green cabbage, and buckwheat or other kamut or other grains can be sprouted to make Rejuvelac. And the kombucha mushroom as well can be applied topically to the face to create the friendly collagen and the friendly bacteria that creates the good collagen on your skin, and is going to help a vibrant, glowing skin. So this is something that I've known about, but I haven't done, so I'm sharing my knowledge and my secrets with you as to how to have really good, healthy skin. So applying these topically to the skin, face, or any part of the body is really amazing, these fermented probiotics. As well, drinking the Rejuvelac or the kombucha. I haven't got much into drinking the fermented urine. I prefer to do the enema with them, and enemas actually, next to direct injections into your blood, enemas are the next fastest way to get things into your bloodstream and into your body. Next after that is snorting, and then eating. And so it's a very fast way to get these in your body, and this goes directly into your intestines and creates the friendly bacteria. So by doing enemas with these 3 things here, after, especially if doing a series of coffee enemas, or you're trying to treat cancer and Jerkson therapy. Basically, you know, then you really want to use these probiotic enemas like this, and you know, so that's about it for that. Depending on the strength you want to for your enemas, like these are the typical enema buckets you get. They're plastic ones, 48 ounces right here to the top, 48 ounces, and that's pretty good. But I like to use these jars here, which is about twice as much. It's about 90 ounces, and I can typically do the whole bottle right from the top here to about there. Sometimes I've gone right down to the bottom, but generally I like to go to about there, about probably 80 ounces. And so you can add as much fermented urine. This is very concentrated, so you can add, say, half that or add all of it. You know, you start off with a little bit, add more as you go, build up. With the Rejuvelac, you can just go pure Rejuvelac, or you can dilute it, water it down. Same with the kombucha, you can either use it straight up or dilute it. But I just recommend, if you're starting to try these out, just dilute it the first few times and build your way up to a stronger amount there. But these can be applied to your skin, they can be drinking, and they can do enema. So that's basically it. That's reseeding your colon and intestines with the beneficial bacteria that gets stripped from doing coffee enemas with the liver flush, which creates an acidic intestinal tract, and can breed more Candida. And so basically the coffee enema, it's good for flushing out Candida. A lot of coffee enemas I do, all the little white spots you see in there, these little white things, and they're soft, that is Candida. That is the unfriendly bacteria that's wreaking havoc in the intestinal tract. So coffee enemas will get rid of Candida, flush it out, but if you're not reseeding it with these healthy, friendly bacteria, the Candida will grow back, I believe, pretty fast because of the acidicness of the coffee enema. But not only is the coffee enema flush out the Candida as you're doing it, but it also stimulates the liver to go into detox dump mode. It's basically like the liver, the intestinal absorb all that acidic, and the liver, it stimulates the liver to release toxins and release even stones. Like I've said, especially after the master cleanse, I have released stones probably 3 or 5 times with just the coffee enema with no oil, which also therefore proves that the stones in the liver and gallbladder flush are real, as some people, anti-liver flush movements, say the olive oil, they're made up from the olive oil, or the combination of olive oil, lemon juice, and Epsom salts, or anything else used in it. But that is totally debunked with just the coffee enema. I have gotten stones out as well. Liver disease patients that have been hospitalized that couldn't eat, and they basically either water fasted or didn't eat anything because they were so sick. They've also released many of the green liver and gallbladder stones with no consumption of oil. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it here. That's a little bit health of skin health and probiotic drinks, facials, drinking, and enemas. Thanks for watching. I'm Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man.